Oh, yes, I love it. I love it. I love the teamwork. I love the teamwork. Jasmine repping New York City and those wonderful restaurants she has. We got Claire.
In the UK.
We got people from all over. So Canada, UK, America.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cambridge.
Cambridge.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
All right, so welcome everybody. This is the ILUAIGU, Ohio, Norway in the building. This is the ILUAIGU information session. I just want to acknowledge, Jess and I want to acknowledge everybody for today. We just gonna have a lot of high energy. The reason why we put this together, we had a master class about a month ago, and some of you heard our story. Some of you have been to the Game Changer or in Jess's community. And we've just gotten a lot of questions around this event that's happening in 2 weeks. So what we wanted to do is just jump on a call, really walk through what to expect from the event, from the experience, what the book's all about, and then how you can get involved in spreading the ripple of love around the world. And then we'll just, at the end, if there's any unanswered questions, we're going to leave some time. If you all want to ask us anything, I mean anything. You can ask us anything about the event or anything you want to know. So we blocked out some time for that. So I just want to thank you all. Jess and I are super excited because we have like only a couple weeks to the live event, which is July 26th in London at the world famous Corinthia Hotel. Jess's favorite spot in the world, and we both love it as well. And I think you're going to be blown away whether you attend live or virtually. This is going to be an event like no other. So you want to talk a little about the creation?
Yes. So tonight we're not going to share the ILUAIGU story. Most of you are familiar with it. If you're not, we're going to give you a sneak peek of 37 pages from the book tonight. So just for being here, you're going to get your hands on that, and we'll drop it in the chat box soon. But what we really want to do tonight is create some behind the scenes, why we've written the book, what the book's all about, because it's not just a book. You know that we're not selling it. It's not going on Amazon. It is a product and experience which is really created to create a ripple of love throughout the world. So to give some context and the reason that we've chosen to create the book in this way, 4 years ago, more than 4 years ago, at our home in Scotland, where we're coming from today, we invited 10 people from all over the world, mostly the UK, to hear us share the ILUAIGU story for the very first time. So we literally sat in this house with 10 people that we'd never known before, all of who are still in our world today for various different reasons, the ILUAIGU story, and the ripple of this story blew us away. What people heard in the story about themselves, what they took from the story and rippled into the world was phenomenal. We now go into Starbucks and on our cups they write ILUAIGU. We get into Ubers and our name on our Uber deliveries, our Uber taxis is ILUAIGU, and everyone's like, what does that mean? What does it mean? And we have so much fun. It's like an acronym. Guess what it means? And then people are really curious and interested. Now, what's so special about the ILUAIGU story is that everybody wants to create more love in their life, whether it's with their partner, with their children, with their families, with their communities, in your service, in your work here in the world. And our relationship, we met in Costa Rica under completely unexpected circumstances from different corners of the world, both with children in different countries, no physical attraction to begin with, just a whole mate.
On her end, not on my end. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get that straight, right? Like she was comparing me to Gandhi at some point. Now, I love Gandhi, but that wasn't the sex symbol I was going for. But go ahead, keep going.
Like a whole maze of barriers. And what really inspires people about the ILUAIGU story is that against all odds or all traditional, expectations, our love has been created consciously every single day through 12 practices. So we've shared these practices in the Game Changer rooms and my Trailblazer community, and people are taking them out into the world and saying, I didn't even know a love like this existed. With my children, with my partner, we've, reunited couples whose marriages have been failing. We've created brand new relationships in the rooms where we've shared the story, and, love has really gone to another level. And it's through the creation of love every single day. So what the book does, do you want to
And I would just say, I think one of the things we call it the greatest love story ever written about you, because it's really not about Jess and I. And what we found from sharing the story is so many people related to so many things we came up against, right? So it's the creation of love and also how we navigated through all these perceived barriers, obstacles, flimsy doors, and created on top of it. So why we're so excited is because when we share it and we share the practices, like Jess said, there's been recreations of relationships, whether you're in a relationship and want to take it to another level, whether you want to be in a relationship, and that could be in an intimate relationship or people you love in your life. What we found is these practices are practical, but also the story resonates with so many. So yeah.
So the book, the book is an experience in itself. When you come to our event, whether you attend in person or virtually, you're going to get 2 copies, and Devon's going to explain all of that to you in a second. But I'd love to, and this is going to be in the sneak peek that we're going to give you tonight as well, is just talk you through how the book can be used to really create this experience. So when you open the book, the first thing you're going to see is there are agreements. You're going to get committed to using this book as a tool to be the ripple of love in your own life and in the world. So first up, you're going to create some agreements. You're going to email us. It's all been set up, so it's so user-friendly to say that you commit to these agreements.
And one thing about agreements that's important, like we have created our ripple of love in our relationship and our family based on 0 expectations. We operate only on agreements. So we wanted to start the book off where you all get committed to agreements, because everything that we're going to ask of you to get committed in this book will be practical and be able to be practiced out there in your own world.
Now, one of the agreements is that you'll read the story section of the book within 17 days. You're either going to do this on your own, or you might be committed to the book with your partner or someone that you're looking to create a relationship with.
So, and it's readable in 17 days, not a 700-page book. So you'll be able,
like the first night. You just won't be able to put it down. It's so good. So you're going to read the story within 17 days. And then you're going to get committed to 90 days of practices. Now, there's 12 practices in the book, and I'll run through them just to give you, a little preview. And you get to pick and choose which practices you use daily. Some you're going to use every single day, and we'll give an example of how we do that. And others you're going to draw upon at different times throughout the 90 days.
And in the book, each practice, we give not only a story behind it, but different practical ways for you to actually apply it each day for the 90 days. So it creates a habit.
And we also have dialogue for each of the practices about how we use the practices in our lives every single day.
Yeah.
So the very first practice will be no surprise to you. It's creating agreements. Like Devon said, in our relationship, we don't do expectations. We only do agreements.
Shout out to Steve Chandler.
Right. Another practice within the book is morning messages. We have love and appreciation and acknowledgement. So something that Devon and I do every single evening, whether we're together or whether we're traveling, for business, we tell each other at least 3 things we love and appreciate about each other from that day.
Not historically, but from that day. It allows us to look back throughout the day, no matter how the day starts or ends. It allows us to look back, because sometimes you can have a difficult end to your day, or the business didn't go as planned, or maybe you guys didn't agree on something, but what it does is it allows you to train your brain to look back and say, hey, what are the things that I love and appreciate about you today? And one of the things we found with working with couples is that that's how relationships often get stale, right? There's always that love and appreciation early, and then people get comfortable. Sorry. People get comfortable. And so this practice is an intentional practice that really has been, we have a lot of fun with, and it really keeps us alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we have a practice called being playful and spontaneous. If you've been watching our new ILUAIGUB TikTok or ILUAIGUB Instagram, you'll see that we've been having so much fun sharing, you know, some of the play and spontaneity that we engage in only always.
And it's very specific. It's not just pie in the sky stuff, because I think that what we found in relationships too is that people at some point, you know, maybe you have children and then you got bills, and then all of a sudden things get serious. And if you're not intentional about creation of play and fun, spontaneity, you know, that really could get lost in a relationship. So we give you practical ways to do that.
Yes, we have creating experiences. Creating experiences, not for special occasions like birthdays or anniversaries, but creating experiences just because we want to for one another. It gets to be so much fun. This one is one of Devon's favorites. And the masculine, the men typically love this one. Consciously honoring space. Consciously honoring space. What I've really found, especially in our relationship, is that within freedom, love's gravitational pull becomes stronger. The more freedom there is, particularly for the masculine, the greater the relationship is. And when we talk about honoring space, Devon and I are in the same household in very close proximity the majority of the time. And even within that, we can consciously honor space. And it is a vital ingredient for relationship, right?
100%.
Deep listening and noticing. How often are you present with your partner? So we talk you through what that looks like. There's another type of listening, which is a practice, and we call it point of view listening. Two people can be right at the same time. Creating each other. How do you talk about your partner? When you're out and about, when you're with your friends, how are you talking about your partner? Is it the old ball and chain at home? Is it, you know, he's down the pub with his mates once again? Or is it, you know, my king's up to incredible things in the world? Would you like to hear about them?
Yeah, and it's very important, you know, create just the most beautiful, intelligent, inspiring, and indispensable wife. And wherever I go, whoever I speak to, like even before she met my family, my side of the family, when she walked in the room, she was already ready created. So she walked in the room, they said, "Here comes the queen," because I always for months created her as the queen before then. And I think that that's language creates, your words create your world. And so what we found is when you're creating your partner, it's super important to be intentional, because you could slip or be angry in the moment, and then all of a sudden that's how that you're creating them in the world. So it's very important that we're intentional, and that's one of my favorite practices actually out here. And I think we give it's a pretty long chapter around that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes. We then have meaningful generosity, which is one of my favorites. We have laughter, non-negotiable. My mum always told me, the love of your life, together you will laugh so deep from your belly that tears run down your face. And, you know, we create that only always. And then the final chapter is sex and intimacy, whatever that means for you.
Sometimes you got to just seal the deal, you know. And when we talk about that, you know, I joke a little, and it's true. It's like intimacy is so many different ways you could be intimate, right? Into me, I see. And how do you allow your partner to see kind of your heart and where you're at and what you're struggling with and how you can help? So I think that it's the physical, but it's also the spiritual and the mental, which is a beautiful chapter.
100%.
Yeah.
So the book starts with agreements. It moves into the story. We recommend within 17 days, or we ask you to agree to read the story within 17 days, and then you get committed to the 12 practices over 90 days. Now, what is so important to know is that you do not need a partner to step into the practices. You don't even have to tell your partner that you are taking on these practices. but who you choose to be and the aligned action that you choose to take will create the ILUAIGU ripple in your life.
And in your relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. And then at the end of the 90 days, you will have agreed to be back in communication with us, share the impact of the story, the process, the practices in your life, and then you're going to gift your second copy of the book to someone else in your world. And we're going to track who the book is gifted to and how many hearts it touches and the impact year upon year because of who you've chosen to be in this moment. So that's the book. Now Devin's going to tell you about the experience, both online and in person.
So you can come online, in person, July 26th. It's a Friday night from 6 to 10 p.m. in London, or virtually. And like Jess said, the first thing I want to tell you is, I know Jasmine will know this, and probably the ladies, but and Jonathan, I don't think you're going to have any clue. When Jess was creating the book, and when we were creating the book, Jess was like, I want this, what did you call it? The coffee table Dior kind of book. I don't know what the heck that meant, but it's apparently every lady I told about that, they know exactly what it means. So the book, I kind of wanted to show it to you guys today, but she wouldn't let me. So I get it now. It's super nice, right? So you're going to get a special copy of this coffee table Dior kind of book, right? And it's going to be in this special packaging in this box. You're going to get this hand crafted note from us, and a bunch of like extra stuff. So the box is going to be yours, and that's the founder's copy. You're going to have that for you. The second book, as Jess said, that's going to be for you to gift to someone else who agrees to the same agreements that they keep for 17 days. You keep the founder's copy book forever, and then they gift it to someone else. And what we'll do is track the ripple of love around the world. So when you come to the event, the first hour of the event, you're going to have champagne, or if you're like me, sparkling apple cider, but you can have champagne, sparkling apple cider, mocktails, and we're gonna have an oyster bar. So it's gonna be a really nice event. People who are virtual, we're gonna do something special for people virtual in breakout rooms, and have them be able to toast with the other people as well. So that's gonna be the first hour. Then we're going to go into the ILUAIGU story, the ILUAIGU creation, and then we're going to have like a full out like dinner, like at the Corinthia Hotel. And like I said, if you're virtual, we're going to set up something special behind the scenes for everyone virtual. So we're excited. So if you're virtual, be just as excited. It's going to be super dope. And then we're going to go into some coaching. So we're going to, after dinner, have people come with real life questions, real life stuff in their relationships, the relationship they want to create, whether they're in a relationship or they want to create a relationship. We're going to have an opportunity to coach with Jess and I, as well as Q&A. And then we got a bunch of like super dope swag. One of the things, can I tell them about the, no, she's like, no. Okay. Anyway, we got some, part of the story, that was shared, there was this coffee, these people who made coffee, this super dope coffee company, and they loved our story so much that they created this special edition ILUAIGU coffee. And the ingredients it says ILUAIGU, and the ingredients has all the ingredients that we created as the practices in our love. So that'll be part of the whole scene. You'll see how. And then at the end, we're going to have Q&A and then desserts, and then we're going to wrap up, and you're going to go home with a bunch of super dope swag, including the 2 books. So this is the thing that I'm most excited about. Jess and I have agreed a 7-year agreement around this. We're not selling the book. We're not publishing it on Amazon. We made a choice. We had an opportunity to have it published. Publisher wanted to publish it. And we wanted to make this really limited and special. So we're only gonna print 150 copies a year. That's it. So the people who get it get 2 copies, and that's gonna be it for the year. And the only way to get your hand on the book is to be in the event, either live or virtual. And then we sat down with our children, it's 5 plus us 2, 7, And that's why we have a 7-year commitment. And each of us has chosen like a charity or a cause that they really love. So every year, you know, everything that we create from the ILUAIGU event is going to go to one of those causes that's making the world a better place. So we feel like we want to do two things. We want you to be part of the momentum of creating the ripple of love around the world. I think everybody says they want more love, and yet, you know, there's you know, I go around, I always tell people I love them. And a lot of people say, well, how could you say I love you? And Jess and I will always say, well, if you could go around hating people you don't know, we could go around loving people you don't know. And I think that as much as people want love in their life, that there isn't an intentional effort all the time to continue to create the ripple of love. And that's what this book is about. That's what this event is about. And this experience isn't about Jess and I's story. It's really about all of you. So we love that either if you've bought tickets and you're in, we want to acknowledge you. If you're thinking about buying tickets and you're in, we want to acknowledge you. If you're sitting there and you're thinking about the 5-6 people you want to bring to get in, now's the time. But we're just so excited. And if you're coming live, it's the Corinthia Hotel, downtown London, beautiful spot. If you're online, it's gonna be an amazing experience. And did I miss anything?
Just if you're online, it's really important to know that you will be part of the experience. So you're going to be in the room on a screen. You're
Correct.
going to be able to ask questions. You're going to see the people in the room. They're going to see you. So you really are part of the experience. That has been really, really important for us. There are 3 ways to join us. I think we talk about those now. Steve Chandler, do you want to talk about what Steve's created?
Steve has been my coach for a number of years. I've been blessed to coach with some of the best coaches in the world. And, you know, he is getting up there in age, admittedly, and can't travel and out there to London right now. And he's created this scholarship opportunity for someone who wants to be in the room live. And if you are interested or you know someone who's in London or can get to London who wants to apply for the scholarship, all you need to do is email Jess or myself, and we'll put it in. We're going to make Now's the time because we're going to make the decision on Thursday, July 11th. So Jess's email we'll put in the chat box as well as mine. Just email us, and then you could be considered for the scholarship.
Yep. And then there's 2 other ways to join. So the first, I'm just going to pop your sneak peek in the chat box. It's there. You can just click to download that file, add it to your desktop. The email address is iluaigu@gmail.com for scholarships, also in the chat box. And then you can buy a regular ticket. So we're taking $100 off the regular ticket just because you're with us tonight. Again, I'll put the link in the chat box in just a second. And one of you on this call has already got the VIP option, which is an overnight stay, 1 night at the Corinthia Hotel. It is champagne in your room. It is a spa experience. This is one of the top 30 spas in the whole wide world. Like, it is insane. So if you want to be part of the VIP experience, not only do you get all of those things, you also get to have brunch with Devin and I on the Saturday following the event, and we'll, you know, coach you personally. We'll spend time with you personally, which is really exciting. We don't do that in any other space. Certainly, we've never ever done it together. So we're really excited to offer that as well. So both of those links are also in the chat box. And then that brings us to Q&A. So this is your chance to get in the room. We want to hear your questions, either about the event, about the book, about how you can be part of it, or even just about love and relationships and creating love in your life.
Yeah, questions, thoughts, anything you got for us? Let me start it this way. All right, let's go back.
I'm really excited. I'm so excited. I'm already panicking about what I'm going to wear, but I thought, no, it doesn't matter what I look like. Being in the room is important.
Yes.
Very excited to be coming.
Well, we're excited to have you, Claire. It's going to be a really special day.
Thank you so much.
With some really amazing people, both live and virtually.
Amazing. Love you both. Thank you.
Love you too.
Love you too.
Rebecca, come on up.
Hey guys, lovely to be with you tonight and can't wait to be with you at the Corinthia, which is like my favourite hotel in the world. So anyone who is coming or is thinking of coming, it is unbelievable and super cool. And I think I might be that VIP person, so I'm going to be rocking the whole thing. And Claire, I just wanted to say to you, if you want a partner to start getting excited about it, I've got the dress, I've got the shoes, I've got the earrings, I've got the bag, I've got the lot, and I'm making a real experience before even getting the room, and I've been sharing that with Jess as I've been going along. So if you want to pair up, come and find me, and we can talk what to wear. So yeah, I'm really excited. I love you guys. I haven't seen you since last November at the Game Changer, so it's been a while. So looking forward to being with you.
Us too, Rebecca.
Who on the call is attending in person? I know some of you are attending in person. Yvonne is hoping to be attending in person. Yeah, a few of you. So this week, we are going to be sending out details for both the in-person attendees and the virtual attendees. Now, get excited, because for you virtual attendees, we're going to be letting you know the activities and the pre-assignments so that you can show up and get the most out of being in this space. For those of you who are attending in person, we're going to start to share the menu and the details, and I'm so excited. So we've been picking all of that, which has been super fun as well. What else is important to know, and we'll take any more questions, is this is for you if you're, like we said, in a relationship, if you're single. There's a lot of singles coming to this event as well as couples. And so there's a little like dating vibe going on. Like, these are serious people committed to creating the love of their life. So if that's you, huge opportunity there.
And we're not even taking a cut for the future marriages that's getting created. So it's all love. I want to hear from the couple. How's Jonathan? Is that your beautiful partner? How are you guys doing?
It's a beautiful Ellie. I was just really excited to be able to sign up, and I told her about that the day I signed up. So we've been looking forward to this a lot. It's awesome to be here. And Ellie, you?
Yeah, I was super excited when he told me that he signed us up for this. It was really cool to hear that commitment from him, and just looking forward to it.
Yes, we are too. You guys got such a bright energy right now. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
But this is what it's all about. And I love that you just said that it's Ellie, right? I love that, Ellie, because this is an experience. Now, you guys don't even have the book in your hands yet. You haven't even, been told until this minute what's going to go on in that evening. Yet the moment that Jonathan made the commitment to being in the room, you felt a type of way, you recognized his commitment. And that's what the ILUAIGUB Ripple is all about. Yeah. It starts the moment you get committed to participating and committing to being the ripple, whatever that looks like for you. And I love that you brought that forward, because it's a real experience of what commitment does. So thank you, Ellie.
And that's helpful for a bunch of people I know on the call. I'm looking at you, Liz. We've been like that commitment. You already know we're talking music to your ears. We need you in that room. Talk about commitment, Jasmine, who I just got a word from the airport that she booked her flight recently. So she's on her way from NYC. So and everyone else who, if you're thinking like that's all it takes, just step forward, make that, and we'll take care of the rest. We really have curated this over the last year to make sure this is a really special event.
Yes, Liz has got a question. Liz, come on up.
Come on, Liz.
Hey, so my question is, I'm supposed to be in San Francisco that day helping Bina with her event. Okay. So how is that going to work if I do like a virtual? Do you guys have a recording?
Yes. So it's funny because Benna just reached out to us too. So I think she's going to be in the room as well, even though she has her event. So because it's the only way to actually get the book. So you'll get the recording, but not only that, you're going to get everything that we do and give out mailed to you directly. So you're going to get everything that the experience, and you could watch it, the next day if you want, but everything will be delivered to your doorstep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'll try to put my hand down. I'm trying to drive, so
It's fine.
That's all right. You're
just
good.
ignore me.
You're good.
Any other questions, either about the event or anything else? Asti says, that's my issue. I have another event at the exact same time and several people coming in town. So yeah, just like we've said to Liz, you know, you'll get the recording, you'll get the books, you'll get, you know, all of the details, the
swag,
activities, everything. And I'm sure that the event, Devin and I are probably going to do a 30-day follow-up, a 60-day follow-up, and a 90-day follow-up for the people who were in the room. Just to say, you know, thank you, to support you in any way that we can. You are the first people in a 7-year commitment to get your hands on this book. And it is so important to us that the transformation occurs and the ripple, you know, floods the world. So I'm sure we're going to do three more events for you to attend.
Yeah, we'll have a live follow-up for 30 for everyone who's been there. And Asti, I wouldn't, and it's cool being the first, right? So as this thing grows, like, and saying, I was at the inaugural, the first official one, you know? So when all these people come next year and the year after, you can say, yeah, that was cool, but you weren't at the first. So there's, you know, like y'all, you know, the people on the Apple line at 4 a.m. before the first phone comes out, like you guys are way more doper than that. Like you're going to be like at the first ILUAIGU event. So we're excited.
Very excited.
Any other questions? Chantal. Wait, hold on, Chantal. We can't hear you. Okay.
I want to know, how long after the event do we get the book if we're not physically I'm in a tricky situation where I'll be in London, but I'm mid-flight, so I'm going to be, like, I was thinking of trying to get to your hotel, but I need to be on a flight back before the event is over. So I'm kind of like, I want the book, but I don't know how to get the book, and I don't know how long I'm going to wait to get the book. So I want to know, like, when.
So our intention, Chantal, is that this week we're going to send the emails. So the first one will be, are you attending virtually or are you attending in person? If you're attending virtually, we're going to ask for your mailing address. And our intention is that the book will be at your location of choice on the 26th of July, so that everybody who's attending the event is going to unbox at the same time. I just got goosebumps when I said that. We're going to unbox together. We're going to open and experience what's in the box together. We're going to open, I actually have like full body chills. That's so fun. We're going to open the book together and go through the agreements and get you committed. There is nobody in this event that is going to leave that room uncommitted, right? It's a non-negotiable commitment is how we move in this world. So if you're going to be on a plane, you'll let us know. The book will be there for you the moment that you land, and we got you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions? Anything else? Anything? You got us? Was that helpful? Clear? Can you feel the excitement in the air? Yeah, we're excited. This is gonna be.
Rebecca's coming back every year with the love of her life.
Oh yeah, we're excited.
And we have parents who bought this book or this ticket for their children, because they've heard the story in the Game Changer rooms or in our communities. Like, we're just so excited about the ripple. Yeah, so what we would do is make sure, I would encourage you to take the links that we sent, just in case, even if you signed up already, maybe you have someone in mind, you want to be there, you tell them, we're going to share this recording. So you today or tomorrow, and then you could share the recording with them if they have questions. And then there's two options. You're going to get the $100 off. 3 options. You can get, try to get the scholarship, or 3, the VIP ticket, where you get the hotel room, the spa experience, and then you're going to get the brunch with us, where we'll do some live coaching with you personally. All right. That's it. Well, what a great group. You all have got me even more excited about this. Look at all these wonderful faces. So does everybody have the links? Everybody has the links? Including the sneak peek. If you just save that to your computer. Sneak peek, good. We'll send it on the email, Liz. I know you're driving, Jazz. I think you are too, but we'll send that on the email with the replay as well. 37 pages. Dive on in. The experience starts now.
Now, and the request, don't share it on social media and don't share it with nobody else. They got to be in the building to be in there. All right. We love y'all. Anything else, Jess?
No,
ILUAIGUB, I love you and I got your back. We'll see you soon. If you have any questions, just email us. We love you guys.
Thank you.